Alright commuters, here we are, episode number 10. Finally. Who would have thought after such a ridiculous week? Now hold on whilst I make sure that the gates at work close. I am on my, you can see them in the background just there. They're not closing yet. I'll see if another button will do it. It's been raining most of today, which has been good. Been a bit weird given that it's been hot and summery. Oh, this is getting annoying. Come on, gates. This is great YouTube content, isn't it? So it's been a bit rainy today, nice and wet. The gates are just not closing. This is getting annoying. Screw it. Doesn't make that much difference really. And we're heading home, so this will be a good, if it starts raining again, this will be a good precursor for what the shows will look like possibly in winter. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all the people who have been sending in emails, i.e. none of you. I'm hoping that someone will send some in at some point so I can actually start doing an email section where I pick an email to talk about. But until that time, I will have to just continue talking to myself about whatever comes to mind. Now, what I want to talk about today is kind of serious and important. Well, to some people it is. I just got water on my hand because my car has a leak. That's something I'm really going to have to get onto before autumn and showers and rain. So the thing that I want to talk about today is I saw a post where somebody, I think it was one of those little pop stars like Demi Lovato or one of those little ex-Disney people, who posted the comment, who wants to put cow boob pus in their mouth? Now I assume what she was saying was drinking cow milk is weird or bad and it's gross, or something like that. And I've heard this from vegans as well. And first of all, it's not pus, it's milk. There's a big difference. Second of all, no, we shouldn't put crazy amounts of it. It shouldn't be the only thing we drink. But over the course of many years, hundreds and thousands of years maybe, we've established that certain things in this world are better for us or good for us, and some things aren't. Vegetables and fruit are really good for us, but we can't eat just fruit, can we? Mushrooms, the way I see it is that the idea that you can't eat cow's milk. Sorry for that little interruption. I had a phone call, and of course I'm filming via my phone, so I had to take the phone call. I thought about declining the call, but then I realised that I would like to have cuddles when I get home, and I'm in bed tonight, so I would prefer to just answer the call and have to re-edit or edit this a little bit later. So pretty much what I was saying was that I'm a meat eater, very much so. I believe in eating meat. I don't believe in torturing and hurting for the pleasure of it animals. Hence why I'm sort of against zoos, because I don't believe that those animals should be in such a small space. Especially like there was a video of two gorillas fighting the other day, and you look at their enclosure and it's mostly concrete, but then you look at gorillas in the wild and they're in mostly leafy green forest. It's absurd, and it's all for the pleasure of humans. Now, I believe that we eat meat, that we are animals who are omnivores and we eat meat, and if we're going to eat meat, we should keep the suffering of the animal to an absolute minimum. Hence why I've become, and I haven't actually taken steps to do it yet, but hence why I've become so interested in the idea of hunting, because I feel that hunting, if the animal spends its entire life barely even registering that humans exist, and then all of a sudden, if you do it properly and correctly, of course there are people who don't, but if you do it the right way and you hit them with your gun or your bow and arrow, and you hit them efficiently and effectively in the right spot, their life is gone within seconds and they don't even know what happened. And then you respect the animal by using its entire body, use the fur for something, eat the meat, eat the organs that are edible, use the antlers if it's a deer for something, and you don't waste anything, then that is the best way to go about eating meat. I don't believe in torturing. I don't feel that I will ever get to the point of actually killing it or trying to kill anything until I am completely confident that I will make a single shot that will drop the animal. I do not like these videos that you see or stories you hear about or attitudes that people have where they'll just blah blah blah, shoot and shoot and kill without using the animals. That doesn't seem right to me, and I'm sure it's going to be a very emotional thing when I do eventually get round to doing it. I believe you should kill your own meat if you're going to eat the meat. It should just be part of life. It should be part of it. And I don't think it's a terrible thing to do. That's making too much noise. So, back to cow milk. I don't necessarily believe that people should drink gallons of cow milk. I used to when I was young. And I also believe in raw milk. I don't see any problem. I've had raw milk before and I had no problem with it. Obviously, different strokes for different folks, but I had no problem. My digestion was able to handle it. I believe that over years, if you believe in the Terence McKenna stoned ape theory, that apes were just looking around at different things and they found mushrooms growing on some cow patties, and it turned out that they were psilocybin mushrooms, and that they expanded their consciousness, and then that's helped us become the animals that we are today and not monkeys in trees, then experimenting with our food is the way to go. And I think drinking cow milk or goat's cheese is or eggs especially, is another one where it's a victimless crime. And it's not even a crime, but you know what I mean. The cow, I know that there are things where like the cows are kept away from their calves or something to generate more milk, and that I'm not sure about. I don't know enough about the farming practices like that to be able to really comment, but I don't like the idea of torturing an animal, and that sounds a little bit like, especially for the young calf and stuff, torturing and what have you. But I don't see any reason why we can't milk the cow and have some of that milk for us. Same with goats. We can make very nice goat's cheese and other products and stuff from their milk, and I don't see any problem with that. Chickens do not care if you take one of their eggs. The egg is not fertilized unless there's a rooster involved, but the chicken still lays eggs. There is no issue, especially given that current day chickens are birds that have been bred from, I think it was in Indonesia, scrubland birds. It's just not an issue. It's not a problem. I understand not wanting to eat meat because you don't like killing animals, or not wanting to eat meat because you believe that people should kill animals if they're going to eat them, and you don't want to kill, so you're not going to eat meat. That's fine. But veganism is just fucking stupid. I'm sorry. If I kill an animal and I use its leather for a belt, if I use its skin as shoes, if I use its fur to stay warm, that is just animals using other animals. And in fact, that's an advanced state of being not humane is not the right word, but that's an advanced state, because other animals, I remember seeing a video of a hyena inside a dead zebra eating the zebra. It's exactly what it sounds like. And a deer isn't going to, or any animal isn't going to die of old age in a nice nursing home. In fact, the death having a bullet through its lung is actually a nice death, because it's only a little bit of, oh shit, what's that? And then it slowly loses blood and dies. As opposed to being caught by a lion or a cheetah or something. Obviously, that doesn't happen here in Victoria, Australia, because deer are an introduced pest species. So are foxes and so are rabbits. All three of those animals should and are legally free to just kill. But if we're going to be a little bit humane about things and a little bit sensible, we should kill them in a way that is quick and easy, and we don't let the animals suffer. Much like the horses back there that were sheltering 2 pieces of corrugated iron from this storm. That, to me, those animals looked like they were suffering. Give them just a 3rd piece on the top to make some kind of shelter. That annoys me. Anyway, it's a long discussion, and I find I've just lately got myself worked up a little bit about seeing some pretty stupid veganism shit. Vegetarianism I don't agree with, but it doesn't make me angry, because most of the vegetarians have got a reasonable idea when it comes to vegetarianism. They don't want animals to be killed. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Animals die, deal with it. We all die. And to suggest that we're not carnivores or not omnivores, because we are, that's pretty stupid as well. But anyway, that is the end. The commute has come to an end. BobbyFreakout@gmail.com. Please send me